Hello, are you there? You had the BBC report on Tinubu. Oh my God. They said the BBC investigated the certificate forgery matter and they have come out with their findings that Tinubu actually went to Chicago, got those certificates and everything, that Atiku has embarked on a wild goose chase, that Atiku and co are deceiving themselves or are deceiving their followers. You thought when they say BBC, it is correct. I am going to show you a video now. Forget about anything. In fact, I will not tell you what happened. You need to watch this video. They said BBC, Abi. Okay, BBC. Doesn't mean BBC is right. But I will tell you another thing about what happened. You know, I was like, okay, the case should now rest since BBC has concluded. But you need to hear the cocoa. Watch this video and we'll be right back.
Are you worried that the BBC report and those who are of the view that whatever the pursuit of Atiku Abubakar could be nullity, because the BBC report has stated that in truth, Bola Tinubu attended Chicago State University?
You see, Seun, let me tell you something. When they call it the BBC report, I laugh at maybe their level of pedestrianism. The global disinformation team of the BBC, the young people, the 3 young people who wrote that report are not even in the employment of the BBC. The global disinformation team is like a fact-checking team. And when you are fact-checkers, obviously, most organizations outsource them. Let me take one of them, one of the authors of that report, for instance, Olaronke Alo. Olaronke Alo, as far back as 2019, was a producer and presenter on TVC, owned by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. She was running a program up till 2019. So you see, we can tell you, you don't need the services of a clairvoyant or a witch doctor to hazard a guess as to how the stories were put together. In that report, the first paragraph of that report, first or second paragraph will tell you that they got a copy, certified true copy of that deposition from Frank Shaibu. In the first place, no journalist will tell you his source of information. But we don't mind because it's not a secret document. It was a public document. They asked for it. One of their reporters asked me for the document. I sent it to her. Then in the report, towards the end of the report, the same report now claimed that when they tried to reach the Atiku media team, we did not respond. This we have taken up with the top management and we have written a petition. They have allowed their platform to be used for a hatchet job like this. It is preposterous. It is unacceptable.
You think that
it is reckless.
The highest office in the BBC is not aware about the commissioning of such a story?
No, we do with profound respect. They were in shock too because I told them, I said, look at the report. It is jaundiced. Jaundiced because if you claim in the report that I gave you the documents and you are aware that I speak for former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, if you could acknowledge the fact that I gave you the report, and at no time, either by email or telephone, when you needed the report, a copy of the deposition, you had access to my email, you had access to my phones. And when I gave you the document, and you now needed to get back to us to give our side of the story, you claimed in the report that you didn't have access to us. And when we queried that, did you call me? Did you send me an email? Did you send to Mazi Paul Ibe, who is the head of the Atiku Media Office? The answer was no. And they mentioned one obscure name that we have never heard before in the Atiku Media Office. So what it means is that if I took you first off to Olaronke Alo, who was a former presenter, producer with TVC. TVC is owned by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So if my people will tell you that, look, if a bicycle passed through this road and you are seeing a corpse by this roadside, who killed the person? It's possible. You don't need a witch doctor to tell you that it is a hatchet job.
So you, because of the history, of the work history of one of the team members of the BBC, you are saying that that report cannot be tenable. As far as you are concerned.
Sean, I'll give you other reasons. I just gave you that was just
because the submission, the inferences on the submission shows to that based on the document that are available to them, that Mr. Bola Tinubu had actually finished from Chicago State University.
We did not. Let me even educate Nigerians. Atiku Abubakar did not go to Chicago University to ask whether Bola Ahmed Tinubu attended or finished from Chicago State University. That is the mistake most people make. And it's unfortunate. What's our business if he attended Chicago State University? What's Atiku's business if he graduated from there? That's not our business. We have people who pay school fees, who get admission and go to university and they go there to sell ewa going and agege bread. That's his business. If he graduated or he did not graduate, it's not our business. What we went there for was one single thing. He submitted a certificate to the Independent National Electoral Commission for the 2023 election. And when our lawyers, one of our lawyers, based on subpoena, wrote to the university, said, look, we need a copy of this man's certificate. They obliged him a copy. And the copy of that certificate was completely different from what Mr. Tinubu submitted to INEC. We became curious. If this certificate you gave to me, you gave to our lawyer, was dated in that certificate they gave to our lawyer on subpoena. Mr. Nauro, it was on that certificate, it was clearly written there that one Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Bola A. Tinubu, not even Ahmed, graduated from the university on the 27th of June, 1979. Meanwhile, the one Mr. Tinubu submitted to INEC said he graduated from the university on the 22nd of June, 1979. How can one man have two dates of graduation? So we are aware that, hold on, Chion. We are aware that, okay, he has multiple dates of birth. Some of his documents show that he was born in 1950, some 52, some 54, and some 55. We became curious. I was okay, look, Chicago State University, please come clean. We want to have access to this man's records. He got admission into the university according to his records, and he graduated from this university. We don't have a problem. We want you to come under oath to tell us if you issue this certificate to him, the one he submitted to INEC. That was what took us to Chicago. And they came under oath. They did not issue the certificate under oath. The copies of the deposition are public documents. Now, hold on.
Frank, no. Yes, hold on. Let me ask you the question.
Yes, go ahead.
So I'd like to ask you, you are the owner of that iPad, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it possible for you to steal what belongs to you?
Oh, it is possible. It is possible. No, not what belongs to you. It is possible to steal. So I'm asking,
just remember, hold on, let me ask my question.
Go ahead.
And the question I'm asking is that if you own something, if you graduate, is it possible if you attended this school for you to forge your own graduation?
I will tell you.
All the evidence of it?
No, I will tell you. Let me ask you, I will respond to you with a question. Did Mesoma Ejike not write the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board exams? Did she not write that examination? She did. But she went to a third-party agent, a CBT center, to produce a result. Was that result tenable? The JAM, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, under Bola Ahmed Tinubu, not ban Mesoma writing JAM for the next 2-3 years? Before Nigerians intervene, I think they've reduced it to 1 year. Did she not write the exams? So why didn't she wait to use that result? The issue is this. It is not my duty to go into the details of that matter. Let me even tell you something. The BBC report, if they claim they were fact checkers, what they would have done simply to prove to us that they were really fact checkers, the date of graduation and the date Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu collected that certificate should have been one result that they would have given to Nigerians that would have stunned us. Don't forget too that Mr. Bola A. Tinubu told the world in Chatham House in United Kingdom, where the BBC is domiciled, that thank God I have gotten a replacement certificate from my university. He told the world, it's on tape. You use that tape on this station. And the university said, look, we don't have any record asking this man, asking the university to give him a replacement certificate. Don't forget too that this same matter came up in 1998-99 in court. And it reminds me of the Yoruba song. Eni jale lekon. Tobada aron bori. Ashole. Lo dabora. Are you with me? If you translate that into the English language,
it's almost impossible to translate.
No, I'll tell you.
Because you know the reason is you just bastardize the Yoruba language.
I didn't bastardize the show. You know what I'm talking about. No, I
have an idea of what you're talking about.
You have an idea of what I'm talking about.
You did a very bad job of saying.
Yes, because I don't speak the Yoruba language. I'm an Igala man.
Yes.
You understand me?
I know.
But because I live in Lagos. Yes, because you see, if in 1998-99, in his records that he submitted to INEC, the man said he went to Government College Ibadan. He even went to University of Chicago where he got a BSc Economics. He now later had what we call BSc Business and Administration from Chicago State University. 2 different degrees from 2 universities in Chicago. He loves Chicago so much. Not a problem. Today, he has removed and expunged University of Chicago from his records. He has expunged Government College Ibadan because there was an outcry at that time that, look, you were not our student. Students who graduated that year came out in their torrents and said, no, you were not our student. When these records were released from Chicago State University, we discovered that in the form he filled, the Bola A. Tinubu field, I don't know if it's President Bola Tinubu, but in that form, the person said, which he said is his records, the person said that he attended Government College Lagos this time, not Government College Ibadan, and that he graduated from the school in 1970. And the school was established in 1974. Right. So now, do I need a witch doctor?
Frank, let's... Yeah.
Bola Tinubu. Okay, Bola A. Tinubu went to a particular government college in 1970. Meanwhile, the government college was said to be established in 1974. Now, we are here to analyze what just happened in the studio. There is a BBC report that I said has confirmed that Tinubu actually went to Chicago State University. Now, the guest in the studio said they were not consulted, that they had opportunity to consult them, the PDP, as if, to confirm the report. Now, they said 3 people who are involved in the report that was said to be from BBC. BBC consulted several people for fact checking. So they said 3 people who are involved in this report. One is Olaronke Alo, who is a former staff, even worked for TVC, TV Continental, owned by Tinubu. So, what do you expect from such report? That is what the presenter is saying. He said Frank Tribal wrote the report. Now they went back to PDP. They said PDP did not answer them or something like that. But according to the guest, they had the opportunity to talk with him. According to him, the report is lopsided, a one-side view. And now he clearly states why Atiku went to Chicago State University, why he went there. Let's clarify also on that. The report says Tinubu, from BBC, they said Tinubu finished with Chicago State University. Now he is clarifying why Atiku even went to Chicago State University. Did Atiku go to Chicago State University to prove whether Tinubu finished or not? I don't think so, based on what this guest is saying. You need to know why Atiku went to Chicago State University. Okay. They said the certificate submitted by Tinubu to INEC was what Atiku's lawyer requested from Chicago State University. You know, Tinubu has been claiming Chicago State University gave him this, gave him that. Oh, he has gone to collect his certificate from Chicago State University. Now, there is what Atiku's lawyer saw in that was presented to INEC. So they went to Chicago State University. They said you just one of your students, you give them so certificate. We want to confirm. Okay, give us something like a copy. And the moment they assessed the copy, they could find so many discrepancies. It was different from what Tinubu submitted to INEC. So that is why, in case you don't know why they went to Chicago State University, it was different. So who gave Tinubu the certificate he submitted to INEC? Did you issue any certificate to Tinubu? The CSU, Chicago State University, said, no, we didn't. And you know, I think section 134 or 137 clearly states what happens to somebody who contests election to such office with a false certificate. Disqualification immediately, at once. But Shehu asked an important question, which is very important. He asked the guest, he said, can somebody steal what belongs to him? Now, it's no longer a question of if Tinubu graduated from Chicago State University, but what he gave to INEC was different from what Chicago State University would have given to him. So it's like Tinubu went to Chicago State University and he graduated. But what happened to his certificate? Though the guest said he will not go into detail, but then it's like, okay, being that Tinubu went to Chicago State University, he has to then, since I went to this school after all, I can submit a certificate to INEC. You claim that I went to this school after all, I went to the school, even if I don't have, maybe, I don't know whether it is goat that ate the certificate or somebody used it to tie plantain chips or, some use papers to go to toilet. Well, the grandmother went to toilet with it, I don't know. So he said not to have he doesn't have a copy, so he had to submit anything. And you know what that means? This is no longer a case of if he went to Chicago State University or he graduated. And the problem here is submitting a fake certificate to INEC. So this guy, during this course, he cited the case of Mmesoma. Yes, Mmesoma, who everybody was criticizing, the Anambra girl, regards jump. She took jump. Yes, she took jump. But she presented the scorecard that was not from jump. And I think she has been sanctioned. So, due to what is good for the goose is good for the gander. Due to Mmesoma, due to Tinubu, what has been done to Mmesoma? Declaring something that is false. Yes, even though she sat for JAMB, she got a degree. What happened? Why don't you submit the exact true copy? Or at least request for it, or provide a transcript? That is the problem. That is where article is going. But Supreme Court of Nigeria. Supreme Court of Nigeria. So the bone of contention again is, look at what Tinubu submitted in the result was not same with a kind of a copy Atiku's lawyer received from CSU. So if you are to judge the case, viewers, what do you think? Judge this matter. Please share this video widely. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more updates. Bye-bye for now.